So this is by far my favorite option if I had to line them all up because I am a huge medical technology nerd. I'm not, never, I'm on a tangent. What you're doing this week is you're exploring the advancements of medical technology's impact on human life through the lens of virtues. So let's pop over and see what you're doing. So basically, what you're going to do is you're going to look through this slide set that talks about this new medical, it's not new, it's not new, talk about this medical advancement in human birthing. And then you're going to kind of sift that through the virtues in a couple of paragraphs. So read the material, watch the, or sorry, so you need to go back and read Aristotle's virtues. And then you also need to do the slide set and then you need to stop and think about that, and then write a reflective response that answers this question right here. All right, I will tell you more context if you want to stick around. So, what this question is going to ask you is consider the ethical dimensions of a womb transplant. You want to discuss how this technology is actually embedded in the virtues. So, recap on theory. The only way to achieve a good life is to find a harmonious balance in everything you do. Not too extreme, not too weak. You're just right in the middle, and this constant self-checking every single action you take creates this like habit or this habitual nature where you're constantly striving for this balance of not being too extreme but always kind of landing in the middle. So we get to the conversation of uh, uh, human births in the sense of like uh, vaginal births or C-sections or adoption is another one, or IVF is another one, fostering would be another one. In that context, you have a guardian who's taking a life, taking responsibility for it to help it thrive and survive in this crazy world. But what if science could find a way to kind of help the guardians along and at the same time create a human environment that could thrive and survive, but not in your traditional ways that we have seen over the last thousands of years. One of those forms that they're working on is in the slide set. It's called Ectogenesis, and it's artificial womb technology. You could scroll through these slides and you could kind of see what they're talking about, but they're trying to develop a way to have a baby outside the womb. Medical studies have showed that not all people who are having a baby are benefiting from this biologically. It causes mental distress, permanent physical ailments, and it causes that person not to be, in their opinion, at the peak to be responsible and obligated for this child. So, what if we could take the risk away from the situation? So now we could, grow your baby in an artificial sorry, not artificial. They're actually growing a baby. Um grow your baby in a non-human way. And then when the baby is born, we can hand it back to you. So it's an interesting it's an interesting theory. Look at it. Let us know what you think. I've got the slide set for you to look at. There's also the videos that you can look at. And then you're answering like this question is this considered too extreme for Aristotle? Or have we found a practical middle solution for the issues and the risks to these people's lives when they're having these babies, and the mortality rate, of them dying during childbirth? Or perhaps is it a human that cannot have a child and, would like to have that experience of raising a child but cannot do that on their own? Have they found a viable way to do it? So that's what you're looking at. So look over the material, wrap your head around the virtues, and put your virtue lens goggles on, and then try to answer these questions. So this is an interesting one. So let me know what you think. Actually, you have to let me know what you think because that's what I'm grading. So enjoy it. Let me know if you need any help.